This has been a truly amazing study. We've seen the terrible power of God directed at his enemies. And we've seen the tender compassion he has for his people. We've seen God personally at work in the lives of his people, and hopefully reflected on how God has worked in our own lives. The next steps are into the wilderness. As Israel took their first few steps into the wilderness, they quickly turned from praise to God to complaining again, this time for lack of water. Will we do the same? Only if we forget the lessons we learned in the escape from Egypt. The Exodus left us with 3 very specific things that God wanted us to remember. There were 3 things that God said would be a memorial for all generations, and that includes us. Firstly, remember the name of God. His name gives us an assurance that we can always trust in him to fulfill his promises, to bring us into the promised land. Secondly, remember the Passover. Remember Jesus Christ and his crucifixion as a sacrifice to save us. God didn't undertake our salvation lightly. He invested everything in it, right down to the life of his own Son. Finally, remember the unleavened bread. Remember the dangers of sin, and be sure to cut it off, leaving none remaining. Don't look back at the pleasures of Egypt, look forward to sinlessness. If we remember these things, God will lead us safely through our journeys in the wilderness of life. It's a journey that will continue beyond conference, all the way to the promised land, the kingdom of God. Thank you for beginning that journey with us. We can't wait to see you at conference. We're especially looking forward to hearing about what you've studied and how God has changed your life through the wonders of the Exodus.